Chris Harris here, another episode of BSS Sports Podcast, presented to you by 810 Studios. Welcome in, everyone, checking us out tonight. We're going to be going through our live round three playoff preview show. We're live here on Instagram and YouTube, I hope. Right now, joining me, I got Coach Brandon Maynard with me. Hopefully,
Going off
Magic Gomez and Brandon Blackwell could join us a little bit later. First off, man, we want to start off tonight's show by just asking everyone to take 10 to 15 seconds and let's say a prayer for a moment of silence for Wallace Rosehill player, number 10, Alex Glover. Was in a accident earlier. Was it earlier today? Brandon?
It was late last night.
Late last night. Just got out of surgery. And just to say a quick prayer for him and hope he has a speedy recovery and everything goes good. So if y'all don't mind joining me real quick. I appreciate that. Once again, man, shout out to number 10, Alex Glover. Hope you speedy recovery, man. Everyone's praying for you. Praying for that entire Wallace Rosehill community and his family. Like I said, I know that's got to be something really tough to go through. And I know he's got a brother on the football team that's planning on playing Friday night. We're just praying for their strength and praying for a full recovery, man. So I appreciate everyone taking the time to do that. Like I said tonight, man, we're gonna go ahead and break down these round three playoff matchups for our coverage teams. Shout out to everyone checking us out here on live on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Go ahead and, like I said before, if you guys want to comment, any parent shout out to players, any comments on what we're talking about, go ahead and feel free. Shout out to schools. Ask any questions y'all have for us, and that's why we do these live shows, man. We like to engage with the audience in real time. And my wife let me know that the YouTube is working, so we're good on YouTube. Brandon, man, how you doing? How you doing this evening, man? I ain't even asked you, bro.
Man, I'm good. I'm sitting here sipping my sweet tea with my backwood mason jar.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm glad you reminded me. Real quick, man. Before we get into these games, all right. Look, I mean, hold up. I think we got BB in here. Hey, BB, how you doing, man?
What up, fellas?
What's going on?
Cheers.
Hey, look. We were
Cheers,
just
my
we were
guy.
just we were just talking about we were just about to kind of go into a little explanation about this. This is the number one backwoods podcast in the area. Let me first say this, man. You know, when I started doing this, I already knew, like, anytime you do anything like this, you're never gonna be able to please everyone. No matter how much good you do, there's always gonna be someone to nitpick and find something, to complain about. Everybody that's watched us, I'm pretty sure knows what we're all about. If you're a returning listener, you know exactly what our goals are and what we aim to do, and shine a positive light on all these football programs and these schools and these kids, and try to just uplift these kids. Yeah, like I said, never have you ever heard, I think, any of us say, anything negative or single out a player or even a team for that fact. But I'm just saying this, man. I had the privilege to work with a great group of guys all these gentlemen you see on the screen, they are uh, not only great football and sports minds, but they're great people in general, great family men. They do a lot of great things in their communities. You got Brandon, he's up there. He's coaching out there at Union now. Brandon Blackwell, he's been active in his community, working with the Booster Club and all athletics out there at Lakewood. Um, Motivational. I'm surprised no one's hired him as a motivational speaker yet, because every week he drops some gems. So I'm hoping all these kids are out here listening to him when he talks. I mean, Magic's been working. Magic's worked with the rec for years. He's working out there at Union Middle School, helping those kids out there. Um, Coach Graham, coaching out there in Perno Sweat, and doing his thing with the kids on his free time. So like all these guys up here, like I said, just great individuals, man. They're doing a lot of positive stuff. Not only for kids that at their respective schools that they support, but anybody's kid. You know what I'm saying? So for anyone to come up here, in the comment section and blow something you might have read from in the comment section out of context and think that we're up here singling out kids and being negative, then obviously you need to familiarize yourself with our work, you know. And I just wanted to get that out there, man. And we get those. I got those bag eggs out of there, so ain't gotta worry about it. But I know people talk trash about people blocking people and stuff, but I ain't. Look, it's enough stress going on in life already. I mean, you're not gonna come on, my page and start no drama, especially if it's you have no idea, what we do. But of course, the haters always find their way back. So I'm pretty sure they're watching from the sidelines. So hope you enjoy this Backwoods podcast. But of course, we're gonna come up. We're gonna keep on doing what we're doing, and always remember that the love outweighs the hate. So we appreciate all those people that actually watch us, that support us, and know exactly what we're about. So shout out to y'all, and to all the haters, man. Just keep on watching, stay mad. We gonna sit here and be backwoods and sip our sweet tea out of our mason jars. But just wanted to get that out there, man. But once again, man, gentlemen, appreciate y'all joining me this evening. Hold on, I think we got Magic. Oh, Backwoods Magic in the building.
What's going on?
All right, hey, how you doing, man? Hey,
Hey,
appreciate you taking the time.
it's all right. It's all right. Y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see me again. I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen right now. I tried to get my supper started kind of early because I know we had something to do, but that didn't happen. So I'm in the kitchen. Let's get it in because I'm from the backwoods. So what we talking about?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Real quick, also one more thing before we get started, man. We want to give a big shout out to our other co-host who's not with us this evening, Coach Dre Graham. Welcomed in a newborn earlier today, so congratulations to him and his
Congrats,
family, man.
congrats.
That's a blessing. So, already asked Brandon, man, but how y'all doing this evening, man?
Hey, we doing good, man.
We
Tomorrow's
doing
eating
good.
day.
Mm. Tomorrow's a food day.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
oh yeah.
Magic
We
like
big
eat.
backs around here.
Nah, I'm a well back, baby. I'm a well back.
But well, yeah, man. We'll take the time. Wish everyone while we're up here, man. Wish everyone a happy and blessed Thanksgiving. Hope everyone enjoys their time with their, spending with the loved ones. If y'all ready to go ahead and dive into these games, man, we go ahead and get it started.
Man,
Let's go.
telling you,
And
Ivy.
once again, shout out to everyone listening to us on live. Like I said, feel free to comment, any questions, anything you guys want to talk about, anything we're talking about. Shout out to school. If you're a parent, shout out to player. Like I said, we like to engage with y'all, man. So, and real quick, man, before we get started, man, let me shout out to Miss Tanya Ivy in the chat there. Hey, when those people I was just talking about, hey, Tanya was standing on business the other morning, letting them know what it was. I like that. Hey, appreciate you.
For real.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get started, man. First game. We got number. Oh dang! Hold up, I done
Uh-oh.
scroll too far,
Hey,
man.
don't get too backwoods on them now. Don't get too backwoods on
Hey, look, man. I've been sipping on that. I've been sipping on that shine, man.
them.
It got me.
Uh-oh.
All right, we got number 19 seed Kinston, traveling to take on number 6 seed Aiden Griffin. Kinston out of the East Central Conference, man, a red hot team, a team that's at Road Warriors, man, been pulled off 2 big upsets on the road already. Defeated number 3 team, undefeated Southeast Alabama team last week. Team that comes in for really high powered passing attack. I talked about their wide receiver before, Tyreek Copper, man, had a huge game last week. 4 receptions, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns. Quarterback Tyler Jones, 315 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. Like I said, they got something rolling right now, and we talked about it before. A lot of times, a lot of teams out east aren't really used to going against that high-powered passing attack. So when you got it rolling, it's hard to stop. And right now, Kinston's a hot team. This is a team that took a really good Wallace Rose Hill team to the limit, took a really good James King team to the limit. Like I said, they're a solid football team, and I feel like they're gonna pull off another upset, man. So Friday night, man, I got Kinston going on the road and defeating another top seed for another upset. But y'all thoughts on number 19 Kinston taking on number 6 80 Griffin?
I mean, if it's okay with everybody, don't nobody get mad at me or nothing. I'm gonna say Kinston with the upset on this one. I like what they've been doing, man. I mean, you can't take nothing from them. Them boys they put it together. I mean, I'm gonna have to rock with them. I got high hopes for them anyway.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there, man. Like I said, I got them pulling off the upset this week.
They played earlier this season. And Aiden Griffin lost to Kinston, but it was at Kinston. With this being an Aiden Griffin at home, it could go either way. But like you said, Kinston's been on the tear since the Wallace game, and if that quarterback and wide receiver can keep up that dynamic duo they got going, Kinston's gonna pull up another upset. So I'm gonna roll the dice and I'm gonna roll with them Kinston boys this week.
I guess I'm up.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, it's on you, Magic.
Hey, look, we know.
There you
Hey,
go.
we know how the cookie crumbles during playoff time, and we know, we know how everybody likes to leave it all on the field. So I'm taking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I want to say Kinston, but I got Griffin.
Okay.
That's Magic, man. Dare to be different, man. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, nah, but I know we talked up Kinston real quick, but I mean, Aiden Griffin did win one of the most competitive 2A conferences in that Eastern Plains 2A conference. Extremely competitive, and they're the champs of that conference. So they're obviously a battle-tested team. They're at home. So it wouldn't surprise me either way, but I just feel like we always talk about in the playoffs teams peaking at the right time, and Kinston's definitely they're definitely peaking at the right time.
Disconnecting. I don't know if she's on.
Hey, Magic know he's still connected.
Hey, I'm still out here. Hey, I'm still out here cooking. I'm just making sure she was connected to Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, hey, y'all y'all like fried green tomatoes. You know, so I'm from the backwoods, boy.
Hey,
Hey, that's how
that's
I
some
do it.
backwood meals right
Hey,
there,
look,
baby.
That's how I do it,
we
baby.
won't expect nothing else from a backwoods, podcast. We got you up there cooking on the podcast.
That's
Hey,
it. Hey,
That's what I'm talking
hey,
about.
they need
Hey,
to they need to be real. They need to be real like that on the NFL. That's what they need to do. They need to go inside somebody's house and let them pick every Sunday from somebody's house. Mm.
hey, that's
I
right.
told you that. I told you they lucky I ain't have a little bit more time. Would have been up here with some coveralls and a straw hat.
Not the straw hat.
Oh
I'm
shoot.
talking about the backwoods.
Hey, before we go to the next team though, we got Ryan in the comments. He says, "Hey y'all, so if y'all want, let's raise a glass to him and Tanya because they both had our backs in the comments the other day. So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sorry,
Hey,
raise your
Yeah,
black
Ryan, we
rose
rock with
Nathan
you.
John.
We rock with you.
Appreciate
hey
y'all.
man, Ryan's been solid all season, man. Like I said, that support we got out there from the folks out there in Beulaville has been top notch. So shout out to Ryan Sutherland, man.
I wonder if
Oh,
we got any. I wonder if we got
we
any fans over there in what's it called, Brandon? Botankus?
Calypso.
No, Calypso, Botankus, anywhere over in yonder.
I don't know, man. We might get stop by the old
got
feed store slash pet zoo and see if they
Yeah.
got
Come on, man.
any posters
hey,
on the wall to let us know if we got any fans over there. No, I don't know. Somebody might have put something on the old bulletin board.
Yay.
hey, hey, look, hey, now look. I would like me and Brandon were talking before we went live, man. I mean, like, I ain't talking trash about the area or anything, but ain't it the pot calling the kettle black? You calling us backwoods or what? Have you been to that part of Duplin County?
I don't know.
Bruh.
It ain't exactly Metropolis,
I'm
Not
just gonna say
Metropolis.
I
So,
felt at home over there, so I ain't noticed much of a difference.
man. But I mean, we backwoods up here, man. So we gonna do what we do.
If we want to be serious about it, Roseburg Salemburg has more than Calypso.
That's correct. Okay, next.
Hey, don't tell
Next.
people that. We'll start getting tourists. We'll start getting tourists. Don't tell nobody. Hey, tell me. Hey, if Robbie
They,
James over there, James Trading
they,
open a petting zoo in the back there, we'll have it made over here, boy.
I'm trying to
uh,
tell you.
they
For sure.
talking about them city folk out there in Roseboro.
Hey, we got a stoplight, man. That we can't
I know.
hang
Look
no
at them.
more.
Look at them with their stoplight and their Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
Man, they
Hey,
ain't even
hey,
got a Piggly Wiggly no more over there.
It's
What are you talking
Carly
no,
about?
C.
it's
Man,
a
ain't
it's a
it
Carly
like
C's,
Carly
but
C or something now?
yeah, it's a Carly
Hey, and
C's, but out here in the backwoods, we gonna call it
I
Piggly
can
Wiggly
literally,
till it
I
burn
can
down.
literally talk about it because I worked over there forever. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been over there forever. Like they was really not like
Hey,
facing
look.
bigger than Dublin, bigger than
Hey, look.
half the city
Y'all got
over there.
two. Y'all got two stoplights and one flashes.
Right.
Right.
They got the
Y'all
car.
basically y'all
They
basically
got
New
the
York
they
City
got the
compared to them.
Jones. They got that Jones from Cars where Mater stays.
No.
Hey,
Hey, listen. That's where I'm from. I'm from Harrows. We literally, that's all we have is a flashing light.
Oh, that is true, Brandon. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So you is
I'm
backwoods.
I am backwoods. We do got a Family Dollar though.
Yeah, y'all do good. FD, baby. FD. And you can get everything there now. You
hey,
got
I'm
the
just
market or
Oh
you just
man.
got the regular one? You got the market or the regular one?
Oh no, it's red at nighttime, but yellow during the day.
Oh, okay. So it's a call. It's a caution. It's a caution during the day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh man. All right,
Shout
yo,
out to Clear Run.
we gonna move to our next game, man.
Next game.
We got Cape Fear taking on Jacksonville.
Mm.
This is a hard one for me to pick, man. I looked at both teams. I feel like both teams are like really. I mean, it's going. I feel like this is gonna be one of the better games this week. Cape Fear, I mean, really tough team. One really bad loss to outstanding 71st team, which 71st would do that to majority of teams they play. And then
Right.
Jacksonville, same thing. Tough loss to a really good Havelock team. Um, I feel like you can flip a coin on this one, man. I'm leaning more towards Jacksonville. Um, but like I said, it wouldn't surprise me either team will. I mean, if Cape Fair came out with the W's, it wouldn't surprise me. But I'm leaning towards the home team, Jacksonville. And how y'all feeling? But I know Brandon got some Cape Fair ties, so I kind of feel which way he gonna
Mhm.
pick.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go since you done called me out. So I'm a Cape Fair alum, so I'm definitely rolling with them. I had a nephew that played over there also who went to college afterwards and played some ball. You know what I'm saying? My whole family came through there. I'm originally from that area, up East Fayetteville area. So yeah, I mean, hey, when Cape Fear is good, they're good. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
So actually, you a city slicker.
yeah, man. If you call having a railroad track through your backyard a city slicker, that's me.
That's
I'm a city slicker.
that's city slicker.
You
We ain't
know?
got none of them. Hey, we get donkeys and all kinds of crazy stuff running through our backyard at night. And so it's different.
Right. But so yeah, man, I'm gonna have to roll with the fear, man. I mean when that program's together, it's together. And I mean my nephew was there when they went to state championships last. And I actually said at the beginning of this season that it was about time, for them to do something again. And they've had a phenomenal season, like you said. That choke against 71st, which I mean it's easy to do. That's a classic rivalry. I mean, deep seated out there in Cumberland County, man, between them. And that's how it is. That's how the two schools are. Um, you make a mistake and it's over with. I mean, and it's just the way it is. And 71st is, I mean, peaking on all levels this year. I mean, what can you really do? But I feel like this game right here, that blue and gold gonna bring it home, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll with them Colts as well, man. I lived in Fayetteville for a little bit, and I lived in Jacksonville for 5 years due to the Marine Corps.
Oh man,
But
look you old city slicker, man.
Yeah, you're not allowed on
uh,
this podcast.
I know, man.
hey,
This a backwoods podcast. What you
my
talking
Mason
about?
jar solidifies me though.
Okay, okay.
But I'm a roll with them Cape Fear Colts as well, man. I just think their schedule was more battle tested than Jacksonville's. As far as quality teams they played. North Carolina has Max Pretz has them ranked 27th in the state. So I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna have to roll with them Colts this week.
Hey, country boy, you up?
I'm taking Cape Fear too. Even though I'm from the country, I'm taking those city guys. Uh, I'm taking Cape Fear. Taking Cape Fear. Hey, because anybody from Fayetteville during playoff time, they come to play, and that's for sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Eh,
You ain't lying about that.
Hey,
I'm
and
gonna say,
they gonna give it 110 all the way through and through. As soon as them two little doors open up on that bus, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it's showtime, baby, and we ain't talking about the Apollo neither.
so. Hey, I've heard nothing but good things about the coach over there at Cape Fear, man. So I mean, shout out to him. Shout out to that program, man. Y'all keep rocking and doing what you're doing. I'm proud of y'all. Um, I'm proud to be able to say I went there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing all right. But for real though, y'all keep saying this, city school, this, that. Hey, check this out. So when I took driver's ed way back, I'm old. But
You drove a what?
when I took driver's ed, I took driver's ed at Terry Sanford.
Okay.
There in the summer, right out there, middle of Fayetteville,
Right.
Morganton Road. So they actually made the girl that drove with me. They made her drive all the way to Cape Fear because the teacher that was doing driver's ed actually used to teach at Cape Fear. He made her drive all the way out there while he picked on us for driving our tractors to school and this, that, and the third. Right? It was like they got special reserve parking in the back parking lot. It's got poles out there where you can tie your horse off. This, that, the other.
Man, get out of
So
here, Brandon. Get off, man. Y'all, hey, man, exit him stage left. Exit this man stage left.
hey, I'm dead serious. They pick on us for being the most country school. But the funny thing was, I had to drive when we got there. I had to drive back. And as soon as I pulled out, I got behind this truck full of watermelons. This joker will run about 30 miles an hour, and I could not get around this joker for nothing. So we had to follow this broke down, hoopty, smoking watermelon hauling truck half back to Fayetteville. This girl was in the back seat dogging us.
Hey, you was scared to death knowing you was about to fail if you passed that watermelon truck. Knowing
You
that.
ain't lying.
No. Huh?
You ain't lying. Boy, it was just funny, man. I was like, we would get stuck behind a broke down watermelon truck all the way back after you just got done talking junk about us being some bumpkins out here.
Yeah.
It was funny. So, welcome to the Baton Rouge.
All right, cool. Everyone got their thoughts on that one. We'll move on to our next game. Staying in that 3A East, we got number 24 seed Scotland County taking on number 1 seed Havelock. Another great matchup, man. Two teams, ton of tradition, ton of history between. Both programs are benchmark programs. Of course, we got Scotland being led by one of those just old school legends, but Coach Richard Bailey. Havelock coming in there with the number 1 seed. Got a lot of juice coming in. A lot of great athletes all over the field for both teams. Once again, man, it's another tough one. Scotland's a lot better than their record and their seed, so that's definitely not something I would just. I know a lot. Your first thing that stands out, okay, 24 seed taking on the 1 seed, but still though, man, that's Scotland County, man. It's a tough one for me, man. Like I said, when all else fails, man, I kind of tend to roll with the home team, man. So I'm gonna go Havelock on this one. But I feel like I said, it's one of those games that could go either way, man. But I like Havelock in this one.
Hold on. You said this game was at Scotland County?
No.
It's a Havelock.
Havelock.
See, that's what happens when you got backwoods guys trying to listen.
I had some cotton in my ears.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm still gonna take their fighting Scots. I'm still gonna take the fighting Scots. I'm a roll with them on this. I seen them pull off a lot of things over the years, man. I'm a rock with them. We'll still see what happens.
Like I said, when you got Coach Richard Bailey on the sideline, you got the coaching edge.
Right.
Just so much experience, and he's seen it all. He's seen it all, done it all. Like I said, that definitely was surprising.
Well,
yeah, I can't count them out, man. I've seen them pull off some mess over the years, and I ain't gonna bet against them. Not right now.
I know. We talk about these great coaches that are at these schools like East Dukeland and Scotland, but the coach ain't he's not on the field making plays.
True.
Havelock has just destroyed everybody that they've come in contact with this year. Team has been locked in since summer training, spring training. I'm gonna have to roll with them Rams, man. Them Rams is on fire. They hungry. They've been locked in all season, man. They number 1 seed. I mean, you're right. There's a legend over there at Scotland County, Scotland, but like I said, he ain't out there making plays. He's calling plays, but he ain't making them.
I'm just gonna say they said little old David to get rid of Goliath,
Yeah. Well.
Look at you!
This David forgot his rock.
Y'all know better than that. Y'all know better than that. Hey,
Hey,
look. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead. I got one better for you. You know, power goes west. Power goes west. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I got them boys from Havelock. Huh?
Mhm.
Them boys, them boys from Havelock about to they about to eat, man.
hey, I agree. That's what it looks like on paper. I'm just saying, I ain't
Hey,
willing to go to get some
hey,
Scots.
I'm just gonna I understand. I understand. I understand. But if they ain't got their bagpipes and their kelps, guess what's gonna happen?
Hey, I promise you, they ain't got none
Down
of them. But if
goes
you go to
Frankie.
their
Down
stadium, they
goes
got a
Frankie.
jumbotron and a whole lot of speakers.
Well, the only thing that can save the Scots this week is William Wallace, and he was put down a long time ago.
Uh-oh.
This ain't
There's gonna
Braveheart.
be some. They gonna be rumbling. They gonna be rumbling. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, them boys from Havelock has got it. I'm gonna tell you, locked in for sure.
Hmm.
For sure.
Oh man, so we good on Havelock in Scotland.
You already know who's gonna win, Chris. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead. Who'd you say? Did you say the
Hey
Scots
man, I
too?
already what you mean?
Nah,
I
Chris went
already
with
picked
Havelock.
Havelock, man. What you talking about?
Okay, I was just making sure. I was just making sure because hey, I know Brandon over there. He like to persuade people picks. He like to persuade people picks.
Hey, look, man, I got Havelock winning that one, man. I
All
got
right.
Havelock winning that one. Uh,
My son said he's gonna take the Scots though.
Shake his hand for me.
I ain't shaking nothing. He gonna hold that PlayStation 5 controller over there, ain't shaking nothing.
oh,
He in my
hey,
house on this podcast with me, and he go against me every time I pick somebody. He picks somebody else. That's all right. There's some light bills due this month.
That's the right away, though.
hey, real quick, let me shout out the chat, man. Everyone listen, watching us, feel free to comment in the chat. Shout out to school. Any comments on what we're talking about, man? Feel free to post them. Any questions y'all have for us? Like I said, that's why we like the live shows, man. We can interact with y'all. Once again, man, please remember to like and share the video. Keep it moving. Now we're gonna go to break into the 1A playoffs. Our next
Lakewood.
game. We say we gonna save that,
Oh,
man. We gotta.
oh, okay.
That's
I was excited.
that,
I was
that's
excited.
like that's like prime time right now.
I
We
was
we gonna get
excited.
to it though. We gonna
I was
get to it
excited.
though.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
Now we got Pender County hosting Gates County.
Huh.
There in Pender County on Friday night, man. That's another game, man. I feel like it's gonna be um
That's up for
Pender man.
grabs.
Pender's been hot right now, man. That rushing attack's been going crazy.
Mike
Jeremiah
told
Johnson has established himself as one of the best backs in the state, regardless of
Mike told
classification. Looking at his numbers, last Friday night he went. Let me pull it up real quick. 15 carries,
Mm.
230 yards, 4 touchdowns, averaged 8 yards, 8.8 yards a carry. And he's not the only one, man. They got a couple other guys in the backfield that could carry the rock. Their defense has been playing good football. Just a team that's just pretty much been rolling on all cylinders right now. And I expect it to continue that way Friday night. So man, I got Pender taking down Gates County. What say you?
Uh, I'm I currently live in Pender County. Uh, so I had to go to the grocery store, and people notice me from the show, and got a lot of friend. I got a lot of friends over here, and um, I'm gonna play it safe, so I don't have to shoot back, and I'm gonna go
Come on,
Hey,
Brady.
look, he's remembering what happened with Magic in that dang list earlier in the season.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. I'm still gonna be the most wanted. I promise.
Hey, they was hunting for you, man.
um, yeah, man. Shout out to Zeke. Damari Morgan, the McAllister kid that plays defense for Pender. Y'all go out there and do your thing. I'm going for them Patriots to pull off another win in the playoffs. Continue rolling. Um, Gates County. All I can say is strap it up, and I hope y'all been working on how to tackle low.
And we had Damari Morgan in the comments. He told y'all to stay. He said he stay tuned. Watch out for number 13 this week.
Hey, Damari is dude is small in stature, but he plays like he's 6 foot 220. I promise you.
Woo!
Dude got a big. And, hey, tell you something else. I know we're gonna cover some basketball. Check the kid out on the court too. Nasty.
Well, I guess all I can say is that guy in the backfield for Pender. You might as well call him a little Jerome Bettis, whatever you want to call him. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, down goes Frazier if you don't stop them wheels. That's for sure. I'm rolling with Pender all day, every day. Jesus' birthday.
Good boy, silly boy.
Oh man.
Hey, I'm rolling with them Patriots, baby.
We got Pender County for the sweep.
Oh, I'm loving the comments, by the way.
Choo-choo. Somebody better get on that train. All aboard.
And that could potentially set up. I gotta look at the brackets again. I think that potentially sets up a matchup with Tarboro next week. So that's if that happens, man, that's gonna be big time. That's not it?
No, I say
I gotta
that's
look
not
at
good.
I gotta look at the brackets, man. I don't want to talk stuff up when I got to pull the brackets up real quick to make sure I ain't talking wrong there. But I believe
no brackets up.
That will happen next round.
Don't mess no brackets up. You already messed the podcast up because you backwoods. Don't mess the brackets up.
Look, man, we backwoods, man. I ain't worried about numbers and political correctness and stuff like that.
There you go. We ain't
while
playing
he's doing that,
football. We playing football, boys.
while he's doing that, hey, chat, y'all share this video out, man, if y'all ain't already. And yeah, y'all get it shared out. Let's get as many people on here as we can tonight.
That's for sure. Just cooking a little pork chop.
You know,
Cooking a little pork chop. That's it. Stinking the grease up. Stinking the grease up.
Yes, everyone watching, man, please continue to share the video, comment. They said we are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube on the old Buckwheat Sports YouTube page. If you don't know it, I got it down there in the ticker. It's YouTube Buckwheat Sports on YouTube. We're live up there, live on Instagram and on Facebook. So please feel free to share the videos, like them, comment. We appreciate all the support.
and just so y'all know, a little trick I like to use too when I share videos. A lot of times, either in the caption, I'll put @highlight. If you do @highlight, it'll send it out to like some of your friends and let them know that it's something they should probably look at. That's an easy way to do it. Or you can also do it like in the chat. You could do @highlight, and it'll help that way too. But it works better from your page if you share it.
All right. Next game we want to talk about, man. We're gonna slide into the 2A East. We got number 2 seed Whiteville. Well, I ain't saying White. Whiteville.
Wobble.
Hey, you ain't saying it right, son. It's wobble.
It's wobble.
Wow. taking on the number 7 seed Eastern Wayne. Once again, I feel like it's like third round is just packed full of some really good matchups. I feel like this could be another good one. Of course, we know what Whiteville brings to the table, man. They got some tremendous athletes. I think we mention his name every week, man. Will Fisher, just a straight monster, man. Crazy athlete, making plays all over the field at in all phases of the game. Coach JP Price out there, great coach. Whiteville, great football team, man. Been trying to read up a little bit on Eastern Wayne, man. Eastern Wayne's got a really impressive dual threat quarterback. Uh, pull up his
Hey,
numbers real quick, man.
hey, you might as well. Hey,
But
look, I've been looking on that Eastern Wayne guy too, and you said he's like a dual threat. You might as well call that
yeah,
man Willie Beeman.
Magic Gomez, ladies and gentlemen, we missed him up here, man. It wasn't the same without him.
No,
Beaming
heck
Willie
no.
Beaming.
The kid, number 9 for Eastern Wayne. His name's and let me make sure I pronounce his name as correctly as possible because I don't want to offend no. I don't want nobody to accuse me of talking bad about the kid because I ain't say his name
My
right.
wife over here laughing at y'all. Y'all make sure y'all get it correct now.
You know we can't read because we from the backwoods.
Not the back.
They said no. They said my phone being slow because it's a backwoods phone.
Hey, not your phone. Not your phone.
Oh man.
Hey, Miss
Yeah.
Tanya said, there you go trying to please everybody again.
I'm sorry.
I ain't sure. Hey, look, I'm backwoods, so they gonna get this country
Southern
mispronounced slang right
hospitality.
here.
Some Southern hospitality.
It don't get no
Hospitality.
better than this.
But Israel Oates, he's a junior. Over 2,000 yards passing.
Mm.
Willie Beeman.
Over 2,000 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, and he also has over 500 yards rushing. So that's what I would call, a prime example of somebody that can hurt you he can hurt you with his arms, he can hurt you with his legs. They got a pretty. I'm looking at their stats. They got a pretty balanced team, man. They can hurt you in a lot of different ways. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be a test for the Whiteville defense. Um, but of
My boy,
course, man, I feel like they got a really solid bunch. They're at home. They're playing with a lot of confidence. So, man, no question. But um, interested to see how they attack. Their defense attacks that quarterback.
Hey, I'm not.
um,
Go ahead, Brandon.
I'm not going against Coach Price again because, like I said, after that trash game, he told me how to feel to eat my words. So I'm not going against him again this season. And knowing Will Fisher plays on the outside, covering the receiver, one of them, at least one of their receivers, and the athleticism he brings to both sides of the ball. And I know he's not the only one. Their quarterback is good, and they have two other backs back there in the backfield that can run the ball down your throat when they feel like it. Um, I'm not picking against them again this year. So I told you I got White Boy in one of my Final Four brackets. So I'm going with the Pack. Go Pack, go.
Rolling with the pack.
Hey, all I got to say is I work on Mr. Will Fisher's daddy's farm. I work for Preston Farm. We do his farm over here. And I'm gonna go on and tell you, Willie Beeman, don't throw that ball over there to number 3, son. You don't want to see no pick 6.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna tell you, keep your eyes on the other side of the field, Pat.
For sure. But
I'm
yeah,
going I'm going to Pack all the way.
I'm definitely rolling with Whiteville. Oh, I'm sorry, Wobble.
Wow.
Why?
Rolling
Wow,
Wobble.
wow.
Yeah. I mean, I don't wish no ill to him, man. There's only one school that I'll pick against them.
And I ain't taking, and I ain't slighting no hands, and I ain't saying that, if you ain't gonna do, I ain't saying none of that. But we've been watching Wobble all year. We've been watching Will Fisher all year, and the boys are dogs,
Mm.
He
huh?
fishing for
Hey,
another victory.
hey, when I seen that highlight that Chris shared the other day, and now it's all over Facebook and everything else, my man wiping his nose like this. Hey, what? Ain't no snot running. Ain't no snot running, man.
I've seen the kid play. We'll see. I watched him at the JK game, and I watched him at the Highly Trash game in person. It's not just the highlight films that we see. This kid plays that way the whole game. He
Mm.
does not. He does not take a play off. So if you think you go catch him slipping on a play, you might as well count that as a pick six or a touchdown because he is
Mm-hmm.
not sleeping. This kid is 100% the whole game, and I'm sure that some of the JK guys will tell you that kid is like that. He don't take no plays off. So yeah, what I got Wobble too.
Go ahead, Wop. We got Wop for the win.
Or
Wobble,
sleep.
baby.
Hey, look, and Brandon said something real that remind me of something, man. It's always cool to find out that these coaches are actually checking us out. So, uh, Coach Price, if you're listening, man, appreciate you taking the time to check us out, man. We ain't picking against you.
No, not after
And
that trash game.
and Tanya, later on tonight when I get a chance, I'll try to post the updated brackets with everything filled in.
Oh, you feel good?
Pull up our next game. Well, we kind of mentioned them a little bit earlier indirectly, but now we're talking about them. We got the number 2 seed in the 3A East, 71st Falcons taking on number 10 seed North Brunswick Scorpions.
Next,
Uh, like I said, this ain't gotta be
Be red.
a big discussion here. You already know who I'm rolling with,
Come
man. I'm
on,
going with
man.
71st, man.
Send it
71st,
first.
that team on a mission, man. Too many athletes, just too much of everything all over the field.
Too many
I'm
weapons.
sure nothing against North Brunswick, but yeah, you about to run into a red brick wall there, man. Give me
Mm.
71st,
ain't they the
no
Falcons?
question.
Ain't they the Falcons?
They the
Yeah.
What's that?
Falcons, baby. They the
What's
Falcons.
what's that dance that Jamal Anderson used to do back in the
Oh,
day?
you talking about the Dirty Bird? The little,
Dirty Bird, the Dirty
yeah,
Uh,
Bird.
yeah, Dirty
the
Bird
Dirty
boy. You better
Bird.
watch that.
The,
Better
well,
watch
them
that.
Dirty Bird Falcons, they rolling on to the next round. That's all I got to say.
That's it. 71st. That's all I gotta say. 71st.
See red.
Hey, you can't park.
71st.
You can't park that Red Sea, baby. I'm sorry. You can't park that one.
Hey, I agree with you.
There's only one man. There's only one man can do that. That's the Lord.
Uh,
But if it's them Scorpions, I'm sorry.
all right, Magic man. This the game you wanted, right? This the game you wanted right here, Magic.
Give it here. Give it here. Let me hear it.
This the game you wanted right here. We got the number 2 seed North Duplin Rebels hosting the number 10 seed Lakewood Leopards.
And the
I
crowd
feel like
went crazy.
Hold on. Time out. Disclaimer: it, anything said within this next segment, we apologize ahead of time. For all y'all who need Charmin, who all y'all need Scott's tissue, we are sorry. Um,
Look on the floor.
hey,
but
look, another disclaimer. Just because somebody picks against your team, it's not an insult. All right, there ain't no reason you ain't got to go get the manager. Okay, it's sports, it's football. This is what we're up here. This is what we're up here to do. We're gonna pick who we think gonna win. We're gonna pick who who's gonna lose, and the team's gonna hash it out on the field Friday night.
That's right. And
So
just in case you didn't know, Miss Betty, we can get real petty.
Come on. Come on.
That's a big
Miss
that's a
Tyler,
big
Miss
10
Miss
4.
Tyler's right. It's football, but at the same time, man, if you up here writing whole paragraphs justifying unsportsmanlike actions, I kind of know where your head's at already. So,
So
but
since you brought that up, Chris, I want to add a little something onto that. So most of us here on this podcast, we either are at the games, watching the games from some streaming app, or we were at the game, got a kid on the team, or have a family member on the team, and we have access to
Do that
huddle.
too.
We can go watch the films. So don't think for 1 second that we're going to sit up here and talk about something reckless with no proof, with
So
nothing to back it up. We're not fixing to sit here and say this team this, or
Talking
we
about
know
somebody being
this,
petty.
or this has been a consistent action
Some
without
lady.
having proof to back it up.
Some lady. I don't know.
we
It's
have
it's on
receipts.
it's on film. It's on film. And then you got mad about us calling out things that were going on the sideline during that game that we have video proof. There's multiple parents in the stands that videoed the conduct. One of our own podcast members has video of that conduct. We've been nice enough not to put it out there. It is there to be seen if anybody cares to see that the things that we said were true. We try to be polite.
Didn't it happen to another player on another team?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. The sportsmanlike stuff. Yes. That happened.
Oh,
hey,
oh,
Multiple
look,
games. Like
it, it,
it's a
it's
sentiment.
Hey, and
it's like this. It's,
my man was still a dog, and he was still a dog. Still scored a touchdown. Still got 6. You know what I'm saying? It didn't change the outcome. Still, I mean, but he still got 6. He still
Oh,
put some
you hold
stats
on.
up. He's still patting.
Hold on. You said that wrong. You meant he already got 6.
Oh my bad. Yeah, he already got 6.
Yeah, he already
that's
had the 6.
that. And Lakewood is not the only team who has contacted us or me about it. There's other teams that say this about your school. Now, not taking anything away from other players that's on that
Right,
talented team that y'all
right.
have, because y'all have some great players, and y'all do have a few players that do show good sportsmanship. But you know that one
21.
bad app that one bad apple can take it away from all the other ones, and
That's what
it, and
I was
it's
always
and,
told in the
and it's
backwoods.
sad and it's sad. So and from the comment, and this is the third person to come from my character, and I'm not gonna put up with it because you don't know me.
Uh oh.
Um,
Uh
don't
oh.
don't say, oh, that's very becoming of a coach, Coach Brandon, because I said something about a team. Look, it, I know you got a husband. Obviously, you have a son that plays football. I know he watches ESPN. Stephen A. Smith. 1 minute he's saying what he's got to say. Next next day he was like, okay, I said this. It's the truth. Here's my receipts. But he also can do better in this position. So for you to defend the actions of unsportsmanlike conduct just lets me further know the type of person I was dealing with. So that's why I stopped commenting and I let Miss Tanya handle it and Ryan handle it. And also the player that I mispronounced their name, which your announcer mispronounced for the past 2 years, from what his aunt had told us.
hey,
Um,
that
I,
that's that's what got me. That
like,
threw me for a loop right there. I was like, like, if you're gonna talk about him, at least say his name, right? I'm like, hold up. I'm pretty sure every time we brought up that young man's
We
name,
praise
it's
him.
always something good attached to it. Like, so I don't understand why I'll let you know right now. I'm horrible with names, some of these names, man. Jakelson Mack for Red Springs. The first couple times I had to read his name, it was horrible. It got to the point where Coach Tim Ray, shout to Coach Ray, man. Coach Ray messaged me. He was like, "Hey, look, man, I see you struggling. It's pronounced like this." I appreciate that because I hate. I don't want to sit there. I'm trying to give the man his flowers. I ain't trying to murder his name every week. But that right there threw me for a loop.
And his
But
brothers
But
is even
I
harder for
said
that.
what I said. I said what I said at the beginning of the episode, so people understand the type of guys you are. Like I said, if y'all are bringing something to the public's attention, y'all are straight shooters. Y'all ain't just talking up here to be talking. You know what I'm saying? And
believe me,
I got, like I said, I've covered this team multiple times, and I've seen it. you know, I posted that video of the Reggie Thompson touchdown for Hopkins. Like, if you're up here trying to justify that says a lot about you, and that's not good. Um, and it's not just one, like you said, it's not just one school saying this stuff. It's multiple schools. One complaint is all right, a coincidence, but you keep on hearing it, and I mean you can look on film. There's certain guys you can sit there and look at, and you're just like, Wilson's
right
blown,
there.
and look at this mess. It's no place for that. So
Correct.
And listen,
I'm
don't think for 1 second you got a group of soft dudes sitting up here thinking that football shouldn't be a contact sport. You got a group of guys that are sitting here mad that the NFL keep changing the rules and they can't knock the fire out of each other no more. That's not what we're talking about. Football is made to be a contact sport. Football is made for you to get out there and rock somebody and get rocked. You know what I'm saying? Like we love it. We love every bit of it. I mean, so it ain't that. It's when you putting somebody in danger. When you do an extra. It ain't that. Oh, they blew the whistle,
oh,
but my man was already in motion and still made some contact.
shoot,
That's understandable.
and
Yeah, we get that. But when you stop and wait for a ref to turn his back so you can crack him in, now that's what we got a problem with. And if you think I won't call it out, I promise you I'll call it out. But I'm gonna do this right here. Just know if y'all ever come for me on something that I say, I promise you I will not go back and forth with you. I will upload the video. I'll upload the videos.
I got receipts, so
That's all I can do for you. I will upload the video and you argue with that. You argue with that video all you want to. I won't even read your comments. Won't even read your comments.
like I said, man, y'all go back and check out that Reggie. It's a video of Reggie Thompson for Hopkins scoring a touchdown. Go on there live from Sunday, and you'll see exactly what we talk about.
end
That's
story.
not an accidental thing. That was pretty blatant. Blatant. You know what I'm saying? And that could that could have resulted in a serious injury. You know what I'm saying? And it's no place. It's no place for that. So I would hope adults over there would be policing that and trying to prevent that type of stuff instead of writing whole paragraphs on Facebook trying to
Ooh.
justify it. But
Yeah.
but I
And don't
digest, man. Let's go ahead and talk about the game. Um,
Lakewood.
yeah, I'm rolling with Lakewood on this one. Um, like I said, I feel the team is getting healthy at the right time. They playing some really good football. I feel like they're coming into this game with a serious chip on their shoulder, and I'm ready to see them. I'm ready to see them perform, man. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people are going to be Lakewood fans this Friday. So I'm rolling with the Leopards on this one.
Um, you can't beat. I know we said this numerous times this year. You can't beat a good team twice. It's hard. It's hard. That's not slighting. And forgive me if I say his name wrong again. Is it Corral or?
Yeah,
Is it
Terrell.
Terrell Phillips, number 21 for North Duplin? Very talented young man. If Lakewood can just contain him all night, Lakewood should be fine because Lakewood is healthy. They got plug and play players who play in positions that they've never played before all year due to injury from other players, and now they've gotten them players back. And I just that's a dangerous thing when you got a team that's positionless and can play anywhere. Um, I'm definitely rolling with them Leopards this week, and I hope Coach Hope and them Leopards get it done so they can move on and get past this. Um, Go on to the next round and keep that trainer rolling. I'm going for Sampson County, baby.
All
Yeah,
day,
Samson County.
every day. I'm going with the Lakewood Leopards. All I can say is backpack, backpack. I'm
Man, we love you, Magic. I swear to
I'm
God.
just saying, you know what I'm saying. But like before we move on, Chris, I just want to say one thing, okay? So we talking about like this extracurricular activity that we having at the plays, and just doing other things. Okay, so I want to see people that I know from Sampson County, as well as I know people in Duplin County want to see kids that they know make it and see them play on Saturdays and see them play on Sundays, right? So all it takes is the sport that they're playing, all it takes is one injury, which in any sport, it just takes one injury, okay? So you got a kid that's
Hmm.
out here getting offers, getting this, getting that. And because the play is over, he didn't get the injury on the play. He got the injury off of waiting until the referee turns his back, or, you know what I'm saying, an extra hit in the end zone or something like that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But you want to end a kid's career, you know what I'm saying, because mama and daddy over here, or aunt, uncle, or whoever, or the school behind you, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That was cool, right? Nah, that's not cool. I want to see everybody play on Saturday and Sunday. I want to play with you on NCAA. I want to play with you on Madden. I might trade you about 3 times because I know what school you came from, but I might trade you about 3 times so I can get a good pick. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, hey, let's play a fair game. You know what I'm saying? Leave it out there on the field. Don't wait till the zebra turn his back. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you should worry about is eating zebra cakes after the game if the coach lets you.
That's right. Look, man, it takes a coward to kick a man while he's down, to hit a man while he ain't looking. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't be touted as being a good dude or a cool dude. Is only way you ever want to fight with sucker punching somebody. Like,
That's that little man
blindside
syndrome.
somebody. That's gonna be a conversation about you. Oh, he can't do nothing. He can't hold his own. The only thing he ever done is blindside somebody. Man, we don't want that. Here's what I'm hoping for on Friday night. I'm hoping for the best, cleanest football that I've seen this season.
Yes.
That's
From
what I'm
two
hoping for.
powerhouse teams. Two powerhouse teams. Now that you got Lakewood back, and like Brandon said, you got them plug and play characters, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they on the field now.
Yep. Listen, there's a
Let's
lot of
line them
guys
up.
on. There's a lot of guys on North Duplin that got something to prove this year. There's a lot of guys on Lakewood that's got something to prove this year, whether it's to themselves or to somebody else. But I just want to tell all y'all boys something right now. The one y'all really owe is yourself. Y'all owe it to you to give it everything you got and to do it the right way and do the right thing. That's something that Coach Hope preaches to our boys constantly. Like their motto is do the right thing. He told them boys beginning of the season and us parents, I got one rule. I don't have a list of rules. I have one rule. That rule is to do the right thing. He said, if you follow that one rule, everything else falls into place. Hey, you're talking about a man that brings these teams together to pray, either before the game or after the game or both. That when there's a player that's badly hurt on the field, I'm not talking like cramps or nothing like that. I'm talking about there's a player badly hurt on the field. This man gathers that team together. They all come together and pray for that individual. Listen, I'm not saying them guys are perfect. I'm not saying that they ain't out there talking smack, because that's part of it. Part of any sporting event is talking a little smack, getting in your opponent's head. That's all part of it. That's why mental toughness is important. And I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna add to that. Just remember, the mind controls the body, not the other way around. The mind controls the body. I want y'all to remember that. If you're weak-minded, those are the ones that act out of character and do silly stuff. It's the weak-minded. Because if your mind's wrapped and you're tight and you're confident in yourself and your abilities, you got all the control over this body that you're in. But the minute that mind gets weak, it can't hold this body no more. And you just gonna do things. That goes for everybody. That goes for everybody, from grown men to little kids, women too. That's anybody. So be confident who you are. Be proud of who you are. Know that you're out there and there's eyes on you and that you stand for something and that you represent something bigger than you. Football been around a long time. Football been around a long, long, long time. There was men running around in leather helmets, tossing a goofy looking football. Like, I mean, this thing been around a long time, and there's many, many people that are super passionate about this sport and in love with this sport. And this sport has made a many men, but it took many men to make this sport. Y'all represent every one of them when y'all step out on the field. Y'all owe it to everybody before you to do the right thing and to play football with all your heart. But don't forget, the person you owe the most is you. So my only hope is that Friday night, that both teams show up and play the best football that they played this entire season. And that we come together and we pray at the end. And whatever it is, it is.
Whatever the outcome is.
That's right. Of course, Lakewood is my home school. I'm rocking with Lakewood. I'm hoping Lakewood pulls out this W. I know they are very capable because there's a lot of young men that have stepped up in major ways over these last few weeks. Actually, since the third week of the season, there's been people having to play out of place, out of spot, doing things they've never done before. I mean, they're adapting. They're working. We're getting a lot of our guys back. A lot of our guys are coming back healthy. Some of them you will see on the field. Some of them you won't because they've just recently been cleared. You may or may not see them. But I'm just telling you now, like right now, you gotta want this thing right now more than you want anything. On Friday, you gotta be so hungry that you don't remember Thanksgiving was the day before. That's how hungry you're gonna have to be. So, guys, I love you all. I respect you all. I wish no ill, no harm to nobody. I just want good, clean football, the best game that we've seen this entire season. Let's make it happen Friday night.
Yes, sir. Well, once again, man, I'm telling y'all, young folks, if y'all watching and listening, man, I hope y'all taking in, the stuff that Brandon be, telling y'all each week, man, because each week he's dropping gems for y'all. Before we get off this subject, man, let me say that North Dukeland is an extremely talented football team. They're a good football team. I've watched them multiple times. I've spoke highly of them multiple times. They have one of the best running backs in the area. They got a defensive lineman, Treshawn Ruffin, who is getting, for a 1A school, he's getting some just major offers, man. You got Alabama offering you, Georgia, all these big time schools, Texas A&M. He's an outstanding player. They don't just give those out. So they're an extremely talented football team. So I don't want anybody to sit up here and listen to this and make it seem like they're all ganging up on our school and try to using bulletin board material, blah blah blah, this that and third. We're just talking about some stuff that we saw that a great football team shouldn't be tolerating. So I mean, just play ball between the whistles and play this game like it's meant to be played, man. So that's all we're saying.
Keep it between the lines. That's it. Keep it between the lines.
Keep it between the lines. Yep.
That's
We
right.
should be
Because
talking
I think
about.
if both teams play up to their potential, we're looking at a outstanding football game that's going to get played Friday night. So
For sure. If y'all ain't got
any
nothing to
other?
do, be there.
Oh yes, sir. Like I said, please come out. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of families, members in town. Go out, man. Once y'all, get done with your Black Friday shopping and all that, eating leftovers, go out to these ball games and support these kids, man. There's going to be some outstanding football games played Friday night. There's a lot of great matchups. We've talked about a few already. So please go out there and support these kids and these coaches, man. They've all worked really hard to get to this point. And you're a football team and you're practicing on Thanksgiving. You're a really talented football team. So for those kids out there, man, take it in, man. This is what you guys been working. This is what you guys worked all spring and summer for. And just keep on grinding out, and hopefully, everything goes your way Friday night.
Hey,
So
the hot days got you out here playing under them cool nights, baby.
Yes, sir.
All right, any more thoughts on North Dublin versus Lakewood before we move on?
I don't want to move to the next one if it's the one I think it is.
It's what you think it is.
Oh man.
So, quick, once again, shout out to everyone in the chat, man. Share the video, like the video. Where my Wallace and James Keenan folks at, man? Y'all need to come in here and represent, because that's what's coming up next. This is the rematch that everyone's been waiting. I mean, even if you have no personal ties to either school, everyone's been talking about this. I mean, it's just that big of a deal. So, Wallace, James Keenan fans, man, report to the chat to let us know who's gonna win Friday night.
Where the Tigers at?
Where them Tigers at? Where the Bulldogs at?
Them Tigers.
I want to see.
Row.
I want to see black and gold. I want to see black and gold and black and orange in the chat. Represent.
Okay, class of '99.
Oh, here they coming.
Here they come. Here they come.
Hey, tell all your fellow Bulldogs to get up in here. Tell all your James Keenan Tigers to get up in here before we get started on this. I'm gonna give them a minute, man.
Here we go, Tigers. Here we go. Here we go. Man, I gotta quit. I'm in here cooking.
We already know who Magic. We already know who Magic picking.
I got to. Hey, them boys like to hung me. They like to hung me. Did y'all forget that? They want to tie me to the goalpost, bro. They want to tie me to the goalpost. And he
I'm
with
take you to the train station.
Look, ain't nobody tell you make no list, Magic.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, Brandon, I don't like what you just said. Look, if Rip was that coach, I'd be scared to death right now to be talking.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Big Rod Smith dad's in here.
Mm-hmm.
Where the Bulldogs at? Where them James Keenan Tigers at, man? Y'all been talking about this.
Somebody said
y'all been talking about this
all day.
Since midnight last Friday. Y'all been on this, so I want to see y'all in the comment section.
Tristan, who you got? Wallace or JK? My son said he got them Tigers. He got them Tigers.
Over there on Instagram, I know there's a lot of James Keenan and Wallace players up there. Let me hear what y'all talking about. Who winning?
Mm.
Who winning Friday night?
Brandon, why
I,
you over
s-
there for?
I know I seen Ty's Instagram today. It says just watch.
Who?
They, Ty had a clock on his Instagram story
Uh
today,
oh. Uh
counting
oh.
down.
Hey, tell him we don't need no watch. We Kevin Gates ain't got no time for that.
All right, man. We gonna go ahead and get this started, man. Like I said before, man, we got the 4 seed Wallace Rose Hill Bulldogs hosting the 12 seed James Keenan Tigers in a rematch. They're at the Dog Pound Legion Stadium Friday night. We all know how the first game went, man. James Keenan off to a slow start. Wallace jumped out to a 17 zip lead, but in the fourth quarter, something clicked for James Keenan. Rattled off 14 quick points.
Quick.
Unfortunately, ran out of time.
Hey Brandon,
And
what's my man say in cars? What's that car say in cars to Lightning McQueen? What's he say? And then Lightning McQueen said, you know what's faster than what he say? What's faster than thunder? Lightning. Good sugar.
Chat.
Uh,
this is a game when the brackets first came out. Immediately, kind of let me locate where James Keenan and Wallace are, and we all saw that. Okay, if they win third round, we get a rematch, and here we are. So we got the
Yeah, they talking
rematch.
numbers, boy.
We said this same sentiment, multiple times through the last 2 weeks. It's hard to beat a good team twice in the same season. For James Keenan, it was and I think they had it in the chat the other day. They haven't won in the dog pound since 2012. I think they said it was.
hmm
So that's over a decade without winning over there. One of the biggest rivalries in North Carolina, your biggest rival, the team that prevented you from having a perfect season. Um, Man, this is a tough one, man. I've been going back and forth. And real quick, man, I apologize once again. I know we did it right there at we talked about it at the beginning of the show, but we do want to send our thoughts and prayers to the Wild Rose Hill football player that was he was involved in an accident late last night. He's out of surgery. Brandon said he got through surgery good. That's Alex Glover, number 10 for
Prayers up,
Wallace.
prayers up, prayers up.
Definitely everyone, definitely say a prayer for that young man tonight. We, did a little prayer right there at the beginning of the show for those that weren't here. But definitely be thinking about him Friday night, and hoping that he has a speedy recovery. Um, but like I said, man, I've been going back and forth on this one, and it's hard for me to it's hard for me to pick one, man.
Chris.
You can literally flip a coin. Both these teams are playing excellent football. We talked about it before. Wallace, since that North Lenore loss, something clicked. We don't, and they've been playing some really excellent football. James Keenan coming in for chip on his shoulder. Losing the way they lost in that season finale. They're hungry for some payback. This is tough. This is tough, man.
Focus, Chris. Focus.
I'm gonna roll the dice, man. I'm gonna go James Keenan, man. All streaks are meant to be broken. It's been 10 years since they won in that stadium. If I feel like they found something right there in the fourth quarter, I'm not going because I know Wallace ain't lay off. You never gonna lay off on your rival, so I know Wallace didn't lay off. They found something in that. They found something in that fourth quarter, and hopefully they build on it. And I feel like I'm going James Keenan in a close one.
uh, I
Focus,
was there.
Brandon.
I was there for the first one, and this is what I like about other schools and other coaches right here. We have another coaches. Both these coaches check our show out here and there, and He knows sometimes I pick against Wallace. But one thing remains the same with Coach Mott. He knows who he is, he knows who his team is, and he knows that we're just some podcast with our opinions. He has no hard feelings. Um, but this has all the makings of something great for Friday night, a day after Thanksgiving. Some great football is gonna be played. I think if one minor adjustment is made on the defensive side for James Keenan, this game's gonna have a different outcome. But I'm still gonna roll with my boys from Keansville, Warsaw, Wartown, the JK Tigers. Um, that's no slight to my guys, Jordan Scarlett, Urban Brown, Jamari Carr, Jamari Lamb. None of y'all. I just think these Tigers coming there with a little hungry this time. With it's gonna be a different ball game this time. And like Chris said, all streaks are meant to be broken. And why not break it the day after Thanksgiving?
Somebody gonna need some milk, but it ain't gonna be JK.
I already knew.
Never fails.
Oh man. So yeah, I ain't picked against JK this entire season. I consider them like that. Hey man, I consider that my home away from home. Like the day that I walked in that school, introduced myself to the assistant principal. Hey man, they greeted us here at this podcast with open arms. I mean, they laid everything out for us. You know, whenever we wanted to be there, they were grateful for what we were doing. You know, and that made me start paying attention to them a little bit. I was like, okay, what's up with these guys, man? Like, it takes a pretty amazing people to open your arms up like that. Don't know a whole lot about us besides what this guy just walked in and started telling you. You know, so that right there told me that this school was hungry for something. You know, I've seen these people want to make a difference in the lives of kids, and he's seen it as an opportunity to do just that, because that's what I told him we're trying to do, because that's what we're trying to do. That's our mission. So, I mean, from that moment, I started really paying attention, and I was like, I went out to the JK Midway game. I saw.
Brandon.
I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it, Magic. I'm not gonna get into it.
Hey man, all the games JK didn't have, man. That's the game you had to pick. That's the game you had to pick to talk about to set your example.
That's
it was the closest
cut your screen off. Cut your screen off. Make it black so nobody can't see you and you talk from behind the black screen.
You keep on. I'm gonna talk about the score of that game.
Hey, hush your mouth.
That's James Blake Field now.
So look, I stood in the rain that day, and you know, I kind of felt bad for him. You know, Magic had made that list. There was a lot of fans that came at us with like 7 more people that should have been on it that weren't on it, and I was like, oh snap. So you know, I knew they were a little bit mad with us. So I went to that game with intentions of shaking some hands and meet some athletes after the game. But what I saw when I was at that game, like, was just they were just feasting, and I was like, dude, like, I went over to the sideline at the end of the game and see how they were interacting with each other, heard how they were interacting with their coach, the fans when they were coming through the gate. You know, I'm sure there were parents and little ones and stuff, but you know, I just seen that energy, and you could feel it, man. You could feel the energy that they had. And I was like, dude, this feels amazing. I shook a couple of their kids' hands, talked to them, man. They started hugging my neck, and they realized, you know, I was from Butt Sweet, you know, sports podcast. I mean, they're hugging my neck, you know, staying in contact with us on Facebook. They done an interview with us. I mean, and from that point forward, like, I started realizing, like, this team is different. This team is different. And I'm not saying there's not another team out there that can beat them. I'm not saying there's not another team out there that has this energy. What I am saying is they got an energy that's hard to beat. And I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't nothing you can do to make me pick against them. Ain't nothing you can do to make me pick against them.
Hey, BB, it's hard to beat that good team twice, ain't it?
Yes, it is. So I'm predicting this 10-year losing streak in that dog pound. I'm just gonna predict that it ends. And nothing against Wallace. We know Wallace is an incredible football team.
Absolutely.
They have been for a long time. I mean, Wallace is in the conversation most of the time. I mean, Wallace is usually one of those teams that you hear somebody saying that they don't really want to face them. We all know that. We all know that. So it's gonna be a battle of the gladiators in that stadium Friday night, and the best team is gonna win. The best team is gonna win. I'm just gonna say from what I've seen thus far this season, I have to pick JK, and that's no slight to nobody. That's just my personal experience and my personal opinion. Go Tigers.
I want to thank Wallace for their hospitality as well. Coach Love, let's put that in motion. So, yeah, I appreciate Wallace and all their hospitality as well. Anytime I come to the Dog Pound.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and like I said, man, we might all pick James Keeney, but I mean that's like I said, there's no slight to Wallace, man. Either
Hey,
one,
what's
like I
your
said,
phone, Pepper?
this is literally
You got to
flip a
talk to me
coin.
too.
Either one of these teams
Yeah,
could come away with
that's
the
it.
victory, man. Just gonna
Just talk to
it's
me.
just gonna be the team that one makes the least mistakes, and the team that capitalizes on said
You know
mistakes.
what I said already?
And the dog pound. That's a tough place to play, and just finding out that James Keeney hasn't won there in over 10 years. I was like, wow. So I feel like they're tired of hearing that. They got a bad taste in their mouth of how that game went earlier a couple weeks ago. And I just feel like they're gonna pull it out, man. But if Coach Mocking them pull it out, it would be no surprise to me. Those are two teams that at this point in the season, I wouldn't want to play. They're both extremely talented football teams. They're gonna do what they do. They got the athletes, they got the coaching, they got the fan bases behind them. That place is gonna be rocking Friday night, man.
And
And you
people
got to
being
think,
home.
like I said, man, we got extra people home for the holidays. So like I said, if you're going to that Wallace James Keenan game, you better get there early. Don't worry about Black Friday, man. They got all the deals online now. You just do it from your
Yeah,
phone. You better go. I think they did pre-sale tickets. I wouldn't be surprised if all those sold out. They started selling those on Tuesday, I believe, Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, that place is gonna be packed. Then you got you're probably gonna have some East Duplin fans up there because their season's over with. So yeah, that place is gonna be standing room only Friday night, and that's a great stadium where I mean you're just right on top of all the action. I remember playing on that field. You can hear everything the fans are saying from the field. so yeah, that's a really intimidating place to play if you're not the home team. So
yeah,
of
for
course
real.
that's gonna give an edge to Wallace there, man. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to a great game, man.
Are you talking?
I'm definitely gonna be checking it out.
I took the
Look,
video
I
off.
Wow.
I'll be there.
I'm gonna tell that's fine, Brandon. That's fine. Um, um, when we interviewed the JK boys, and even that night when I talked to them on the sideline, like one of the things that they kept talking about was they were tired of hearing the way people talk about the school. They were tired of hearing the way people talk about the team, and they were like, we banded together and we bought into each other, and we're playing off a different energy, and ain't nobody gonna be able to say the same things they've been saying about us. It's not gonna happen. We're not allowing it. Um, so that's one of them. That's one of them things. Like these kids have focused on, you know, changing people's minds. They focused on doing what you say they can't do, and to be on a 10-year losing streak at a dog pound, like that's that's gotta be one of their biggest goals. And with them having that mentality to break the stigmas, like that's that's got to be one of their biggest goals is to get a dub there. So, and I'm telling you, that's a group of kids when they put their mind to something, they achieve it. and we've witnessed it all season. Also, I'm going to say anybody that's mad that we picked them, y'all be glad that we did, because I'm going to tell y'all something. One of the things that kept getting repeated when I went to that Midway and JK game was they were super fired up about somebody picking them to lose like 56-6 or something like that. I don't know who it was that said it. I don't know if it was, I don't think it was on this podcast, but it got back to them that somebody had picked them to lose to Midway like 50 something to something small, like 56-6 or something like that. And man, I'm gonna tell you something. Midway was hoping that Lightning would strike the scoreboard that night because it was looking really, really bad. So I'm just gonna say, y'all be glad that that we picked them, because if we'd have went against them, who knows what they would have done? Who knows what they would have done?
Brandon, you got Magic throwing stuff in the kitchen.
Tell him they better watch out. He got hot grease on the stove.
You gonna have hot grease? You keep talking about my Ravens, man.
That's what I said. It's so funny, man. Every time you mention that James Keenan Midway game, all you hear is Magic in the background. Hey.
Hey,
He got nothing better. He ain't got nothing better to talk about. All these games you boys gonna play, man. All these games you boys gonna play. What?
Hey.
Look, man, I even help you. You know what?
didn't we
Chris,
just talk about?
Hey, put me down. Put me down for North Dublin. Put me down for North Dublin.
Hey, all right, Magic. I won't say nothing else. I'll post the video.
I'm going to run the chains for him, and I'm gonna tie you up to the chains.
I'm just gonna post the video of the game. I ain't even gonna say nothing else, man. I just said I won't go back and forth. I'm just gonna post the evidence.
God.
That's why you can't have backwoods people on these podcasts. Don't know how to act.
Like you.
Hey, look, you want to fire Magic up, man. Just bring up that Midway James Keenan game. Oh man,
Samantha, will you go give him a hug for me?
I will. I'll tell him to
Thank you.
calm down a little. Look, I'm not in this right now, Brandon, because he's cooking me supper.
Ha! You thought you had something.
You just make sure he knows you love him. That's all.
Okay.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine in the morning.
You just make sure and know that I love you. But after this podcast, I'm messaging Chris personally.
Why's
And
your
I'm gonna
finger
tell
so
him.
long?
I'm gonna tell him. My fingers really ain't that long, man. I got half Mexican in me, boy. These things ain't about, hey, bro, look, this thing, hey, bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm messaging Chris personally and tell him to put me down for North Duke.
hey Magic, man, calm down. Hey, look, man, at least look, the basketball team's off to a good start.
Yeah, right now.
2-0.
Early start.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
And Anthony Goodman, I appreciate you joining in, man. I'm glad to see you down there in the comments, but you can go ahead and call it a night, my guy. You sleep
booted.
tight, sleep dreams. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Sorry you couldn't stay with us longer.
Oh man,
I appreciate it. Everybody needs fans, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, Nicole Perry said they were selling tickets since Monday for the James Keenan Wallace game.
Woo.
and I bet you they all gone too. I wouldn't be surprised they all gone.
Hey, Chris, I do got to remind these players and stuff that we've been talking about all season, and the three that I picked. You know what I'm saying? Whiteville too now, you know what I'm saying? If any of y'all make it to state championship, look, I got a little Mexican sized pinky because I'm half. You know what I'm saying? I would like one of them. Just give me one of them rings, man. I don't care if you get out the bubblegum machine, just stamp your team on it or whatever. I'll wear it. I need one of them.
Oh man,
Y'all, I have to live with him.
We're
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Well, we're praying for you. praying for you. Lord, everybody in the chat, let's
Let's pray
everybody
for
chat
Samantha.
Everybody in the chat, throw some praying hands, cause ooh, child. Hey, well, we love them though, man. We miss them up here. I told the guys, man, it was too cushy, man. Everybody was getting along. Wasn't no chaos, man.
Hold
We need
on.
somebody to stir things up.
Hold
Well,
on. Hold on. Hold
well,
on. Hold on. Hold on.
I will take up for him though, y'all. Y'all probably heard it, but my mama was killed in a car accident, so he has been my backbone for a little while. That's why he hadn't been up here.
Oh no,
We've
he's
been
good.
praying
He's
for
Oh
y'all
good.
yeah,
too,
yeah. Oh
Samantha.
yeah, definitely. It's always family first, man.
Yeah,
Definitely
he has.
condolences.
He's missed y'all, but he's been taking care of me. So
That's what's important.
That's what I said, man. Hey, I told everybody at the beginning of this show, man. These guys are I mean some of the best sports minds that I've had the pleasure to work with, but they're above all else, just great men, So I really appreciate having these guys working with these guys up here.
We miss Magic
We
too,
we
man.
we feel the
Magic
we
brings
feel the
the
same about
fire.
you too. We don't get to speak highly of you enough, man. You always
Yeah.
beat us to the punch. But man, you're a great dude. We see it. You know what I'm saying? We're Facebook friends, and you talk to us a lot in the chat. So we know a lot about you as well, and it's an honor, to call you a
Yes,
brother and be
sir.
doing this thing with you, man.
Yes,
Much
sir.
love, much respect.
yeah,
Oh,
Chris, I
always,
was
man.
asking Magic. I didn't understand why they banned you from Clinton. Like it didn't make no sense to me.
Oh
Hey,
God. Oh
now
God.
look,
Oh,
well, that we could get into that, but we're gonna
Pandora's
we're
I
gonna
know
save that
that's
box.
for
what I
another
was like.
time.
I said I really
We
like
gonna
him. I don't understand.
This video will
they
be
they
three
can't.
hours long.
No, real,
that's a different
real
segment
talk.
for a different day.
There
That's
there is a lot
Pandora's
of great.
box.
There's a lot of great. I know a lot of great people in Clinton that we still talk every day. We talk
Right.
football. We talk life. It's a group of individuals that don't like me. And
Right.
so one day we'll talk about it one day. I got it's gonna take. I'm gonna need a little bit more than the time we got
Just
left.
I got you.
yeah. We're going a little bit something else stronger than sweet tea.
Hey,
So I'm glad we delayed a
I
little
don't know,
bit because
man. It seems like lately they've been coming at B more than they've been coming at me though.
Oh
That's
man.
crazy.
Hey, this is all I gotta say to everybody that's playing in playoffs. Make sure you're drinking milk.
Oh my gosh.
Make sure you're drinking milk.
I don't know what I've done. Good gracious. I've turned into Magic Junior over here.
oh
Hey,
man,
look, Matt, I can't. I'm waiting for Magic to come off another list. That's when we gonna know if it's real there.
yeah, where your list for basketball season, man?
Hey,
Yeah,
don't worry about that,
Magic
man.
got to drop the
Everything's coming.
basketball
We're
list.
things. It's coming.
Y'all,
It's
y'all,
coming.
y'all drop the basketball list.
It's coming.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
go ahead
I'm
and
glad
send it
I'm
to me.
glad we delayed because Anthony was trying to get at B in the comments, so I'm glad we gave B time to
Hey,
cool
hey,
down.
hey, Magic. Hey, your boy Tank come running up to me like I was a celebrity at Union the other day.
Hey, everybody, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. They love us over there at Midway, bro. I'm telling you, they
They just,
love us, buddy.
hey,
You know, we just
shot.
got to keep the fire. But I'm gonna have to talk to them boys about y'all too, right? I know we're on a
Hey,
tick that toe
no,
screen, but
no.
the two Brandon, the ones that's like that, I'm gonna have to talk to them.
Hey, Tank's a good young man. He plays ball. He don't talk no junk on the court. He just balls.
That's
Pretty
it.
good pretty good athlete on the court too, man. He just got to work
Oh
on
yeah.
that. He just got to work on that follow through on his jump shot a little bit more.
Hey, that's it. Hey,
He'll get
it's
in the
coming,
groove.
bro. It's coming.
He'll get in the groove.
Yeah.
But hey, Tank,
It's
if you're
early in the
watching, it was
season.
nice meeting you, young man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, for
Hey, well,
real.
that's
He's a
a
good
that's
kid.
a great segue, real quick, man. We can talk about we are gonna be trying to bring y'all some basketball coverage. It's a little bit more difficult in football with the amount of teams and all the different nights they play, but I've been trying my best to keep up with, so far the early season. But I had some basketball scores from last night. I'll read off real quick. West Columbus defeated Union's varsity girls 38-16. Union boys won 45-40. And shout out to them, man. That gonna be your men. They've been through some stuff, man. I went because Brandon told me, they played last night, so I went back and watched the game on NFHS Network, and I saw at the end of the game, man, like everybody in the stands rushed the court and everything. And at first, I was like, well, I mean, yeah, that's a nice win. But I was like, and then I looked back to last year. They didn't win a game last year, so I understand why they were so happy last night. So that's what's up. They got their W last night, man. Hey, look, for some of them kids, man, from basketball to football, they haven't had a W in a while. So I'll be storming the court too. So congratulations to them, man.
Hey,
The JV boys won 48-42.
oh, Chris, real
Yo,
quick. JV has a player, number 12, Josiah.
yeah, I
Look
posted
for
them.
look for this kid in the future. Let me tell you, he is a baller. He is a
Yeah, I
hooper.
was like,
He
dang,
is a baller.
26 points last night. I said, oh yeah, old buddy was getting it on. Uh, East Duplin varsity girls defeated Clinton 49-44. Midway's girls won 41-28 over Princeton. The boys won 45-30 over Princeton. JV boys won 54-48 over Princeton. And Harold's
That
Christian
was double
Academy.
overtime, right? On that double overtime.
It didn't specify on Max Preps, man. That's yeah. So I would have to ask somebody that was actually there. Harold's defeated Greenfield 74-71. So that's just some of the basketball scores I got from Tuesday last night. So I'm gonna try my best to keep it updated. Unfortunately, Max Preps, doesn't Max Preps is only as good as the people putting the information in. So sometimes it could be late, it could be incorrect. So I'm trying my best to stay on top of that. Like I said, we'll probably just focus mainly on Sampson County, maybe some Duplin County stuff as well. But it's so many basketball teams, man. So it's a lot harder than football. But we'll do our best. And Anthony Goodman said it was double overtime. So there you go, right there.
Yes, Anthony Goodman. We have Union got the dub.
I
Union
guess
is
he'll
on
be
a
a good. Oh, my bad, Brandon.
Union is on a path of trying to rebuild every program there. So everybody, please, same thing with football season. We're keeping receipts. We're taking names. We're remembering because believe me, the U will be back. I promise you.
So, any of y'all that hadn't been around in the past when we talked about it, I'm gonna speak on a little bit because I've been involved in Park and Rec since my son was about 3 years old, and he's 16. So, Union always had ball teams in rec.
Oh yeah.
You seen it start to dwindle a lot just before COVID. Like the
Yep.
teams were kind of slack. We'd have to add people from, like the Roseboro area or whatever to those teams to make them complete.
Yep.
During COVID, when they finally started opening back sports up, they were only doing certain sports. And I remember like we did outdoor volleyball during COVID instead of indoor. That was the only team that Union had that year was a outdoor volleyball team. After that year, I have not seen any Union rec ball teams. As football or basketball or anything, there has not been Union teams. So the Roseboro teams have always been playing. The Roseboro teams have been playing like the Clement and Midway area. Even in some age groups, and we'd even play like the Clinton schools or whatever, or the Clinton area. But so this has been an area that hasn't had any like of your, junior sports is what I'm gonna call them, your rec sports up until really this year. Now we
Yeah.
did have some softball girls out there. We did have some softball girls out there, I will say, but still they're combined with the Roseboro team to make a complete team because there's not enough girls out there even for softball. So, um, which is odd because Union usually is pretty good at softball. So, um, but that being said, man, that whole area is starting to kind of regroup and come back together. They got some good guys out there, and I know some of them personally that are coaching your rec football teams. They're also helping at the middle schools. You know what I'm saying? And then Magic's out there at the middle school now, or was. Like, I mean, so the area is starting to come back together, and we're starting to get. Oh yeah, BJ said it. The Hotbed schools as well. We're playing Hotbed schools, but so yeah, we just haven't seen anything out of the Union area in these younger age groups in years. So everything is just now really starting to come back together. So we got rec teams out there now in football. I'm pretty sure they got rec basketball team this year. I think I already heard that. So yeah, it's high hopes for Union that they get going on the right track. You know what I'm saying? These other areas, these kids are playing from they're 4 or 5 years old on up to in the middle school, and then even staying with it up into high school. And then Union, these guys haven't been doing anything.
Hey,
So it's
Um,
gonna take time.
Anthony Goodman, I can answer that for you. That's been going on since I was in school, since 2002. Um, I'm not gonna speak a lot. I'm not gonna name call or speak out personally on it, but it's that's been a problem now for about going on 20 some years now. So um that's a little bit of part of the problem, and it's not just us that they're taking. That talent's leaving and going there. Clinton, uh, a Roseboro kid that's there that should be a Lakewood Leopard. There's been Wallace kids go there. There's been a couple JK guys go there. So I will say this, and this is no slight to Harrell's. Um, they can't offer you nothing more than what we can offer you. Yes, they get to play these academies and stuff like that, and I know someone personally that has players that they've taught on their AAU team, but that's no slight to them because he's a good coach as well. But you know, you when you see a program starting to rebuild from nothing and try to rebuild to something, a kid wants to win these days, and a lot of kids do not like to lose. So, or I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm being mentored by Coach Oates, and sometimes you got to live in your truth. And my truth is, a lot of kids these days are scared of hard work. Um, but shout out to the kids that we have that stay at Union, want to rebuild, want to make something and cement their name in Union history. Um, Shout out to their families who are true to the Union District. Um, Shout out to just everyone that is part of the Booster Club, who is a part of the administration, who is trying to get this thing on track. But like I said, Anthony Goodman, we are committed to getting Union on the right track, and we're taking receipts, we're taking names, and when we come back, we're coming back strong. I promise you.
Hey, real quick, man. We talk about building up Union and everything. Union has a really talented kid there in the middle school, CJ Williams. Dropped 30 in the middle school game the other day. So that's impressive.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was he's amazing. I seen him last night. You guys got some good people coming from the middle school. I mean, the night before last, Monday.
Yeah,
He's really good.
we have a couple girls at the middle school too that are pretty good that we have coming up from the middle school as well. And I help right there. I help right there at the end with football. Um, I'll be helping throughout the winter and spring through workouts and for football, and I'm currently helping with girls basketball. Just getting that great mentorship under someone who's been doing this 35 plus years, soaking up all I can soak up. I just sit there, keep my mouth shut, do what I'm told, and I'm trying to soak all the knowledge from this man, this great mind of sports that he's been in for 35 years. I'm very thankful, and I'm thankful to be a part of it, especially at my alma mater, um, at Union, and the staff for welcoming me. When I see them around school, when I come to practices and stuff like that, that they're happy I'm there, and happy to see a familiar face. And once again, I call out all past football players. If you want the workout schedule for the weight room, come out there on them days and help me show these guys how to work out, how to lift weights, get them some motivation. Anything, just to see a face from old past, just to show your support. That would be more than anything you could buy, because time is way more valuable than any dollar amount sign. So, like I said, man,
Bra-
Union's on the right track, and we look forward to the future for sure.
Brandon, text me, bro. On them, just text me on them Union girls, bro. I want to talk. I want to talk with you. You know what I'm saying? Just me and you. We'll we'll
Okay,
we'll chop that up. We'll chop that up like that. We'll chop it up.
okay.
Okay, fellas. Real quick, man. Before we start to close things out, man. Anything else you guys want to discuss, talk about before we shut it down?
I appreciate BB.
Drink your milk and eat your fried green tomato.
I appreciate BB pointing that out about our COVID year, and us not having really nothing to go on for the past couple years. And now that we got a coach in there and stuff, and we got a coach in football, and we're putting pieces in place, man. I appreciate you pointing that out.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I want to give two shout outs real quick. One to BJ Parker, who was in the comments showing some love to Union. She one of ours. She said, she said, I'm a true leopard, but I'm glad to see Union putting things back together. Like I've coached with that lady since our kids were small. She's the mother of our number 9. Um, Look, man, that's Juan Parker Jr. Um, Great athlete, football and basketball. But I want to give her a shout out, man, because that's one thing we need to see more of, man. Is just showing love across the board. Um, Sometimes we forget how important that is to hear somebody that is not directly associated with you or tied to you, give you some love, man. So that's one thing I love about this podcast. We get the opportunity to do that. So yeah, so she said, "Thank you, yeah, Miss BJ, you're so welcome, and thank you for being you." Like I said, she's an amazing lady, nurse, 2 great kids, helps out with the booster club, anything she can do at the school. I mean, just tremendous people right there. Love that whole family. So shout out to her. But also, I wanted to do this last show and I didn't get to, and Coach Graham ain't with us tonight. But shout out to Coach Graham, man. And they just had a baby, so congratulations on that. But man, I took my son out. He gets together on the weekends with kids from like all different schools, man, and works with these kids. He like on his weekends, a couple hours on Saturday, a couple hours on Sunday, just doing skill training and skill building with these football players. So we got a couple of brothers that's out there from Red Springs. It's the Norton brothers. We kind of started hearing about them right here toward mid end of season for Red Springs. But their dad is awesome guy, man. His name is Brandon Norton. I had the pleasure of meeting him. He actually has his backyard, several acres back there. He's turned it into like a little football field. He's got a mocked up goalpost built out of PVC pipe back there. He usually keeps it painted like a football field. He's got lights all the way down the side, so it lights up at night. Like it was like, it's never dark here. We can work anytime we want to. Super cool dude, man. I mean, offer me, running the place anytime I want to bring Aiden out there, to lift weights or just work on the field or work with his boys or whatever, man. So real awesome dude. But shout out to Coach Graham, because he's driving there to meet up with all these kids from all these different schools and just putting in work with them, man, giving them something to do, to better themselves and just perfect their craft. And he's a very knowledgeable dude. Like I got to shake his hand and meet him face to face Sunday, and I got to witness him working and talking with them kids. And I'm gonna tell you, it was impressive. He don't have to say a whole lot. Like he talks to them kids in a way that they understand, and he'll halfway show them something. And I'm still waiting. I'm still standing there looking, waiting on him to finish what he was doing, and he'll just halfway do something and then be like, "You understand what I'm saying?" And just blow the whistle, and they just start doing it. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's what he was talking about." Like I was like, bro, I was like, but the kids just get him. They understand him. They want to work with him. They want to work for him. And I mean, he's just that speaks volumes, man. He's an awesome guy. To give up his weekends and that kind of time. I think we had kids out there. So we had Ada, he's from Lakewood. We had two from Red Springs. We had a kid from 71st out there. Had a kid
It
from
one of his rival schools, right?
Parnell Parnell Sweat. Do what now?
He had a kid out there from one of his rival schools that he coaches against too, don't he? Didn't he?
Probably so. That's just what I could think of off the top of my head right there. But he had, I don't know, there was 8 or 9 of them ended up out there. A couple of them came later, while we were there. But yeah, there's like 8 or 9 kids out there. But I know for sure we had one from Parnell Sweat, one from 71st, 2 from Red Springs, one from Lakewood, which was my kid. Like, so man, I just want to give a shout out to him, man. It takes somebody special, to give up their weekends like that, and make themselves available to work with these kids. So shout out to Coach Dre and Mr. Brandon Norton for providing a place to do it at. Oh yeah, man, he's got hitting sleds and tackling dummies and all kind of mess out there, dude. Like, I mean,
Hey,
he's serious about it. And like he said, it ain't just for my boys. He says, I did it for my boys, but it's for anybody we can help. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to those guys, man. They're just awesome people.
Hey, the
And if
last
you
thing,
want,
last thing, I got one thing I want to say, Chris. We talking about all these players, and we talking about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We've done said it one time this year. It is playoff time now. You are a grown man with that black and white shirt on, Mr. Referee. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. Please keep it consistent. If you went to that school and now you refereeing over there and you say, "Oh man, I want my team to make it in there, so I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run 345 seconds off the clock, and then I'm gonna turn around and say what I need to say, or you know what I'm saying, or do what I need to do." Just keep it consistent, man. Because I mean, some of these kids are seniors. This gonna be the last time they touch. That's gonna be the last time they touch that football field if they don't get no scholarships or they don't go play. You know what I'm saying? So let them. Hey, don't kill the buzz for them because you don't want the other team to win. Keep it consistent. Keep it consistent. If you call that play on that side, I need you to call the play on the opposite side. I mean up and down the field the whole way. If you can't keep up, turn them shoes in, baby. If you can't keep up, turn them shoes in that shirt in. If you can't throw that flag, if it's hits to you, hey bro, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and hand it to somebody else. Get it to a parent, let them run up and down the court. Run up and down the field and throw the flag. You know what I'm saying? So just keep it consistent. That's all I'm saying.
um,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and Union, if you want to see Union back the way Union was back in the day, back from early
And
2000s,
instead,
we have Booster Club tickets for sale. They're $10 a piece. Hit me up. You can cash at me. I'll take a picture of your ticket number. And I'll send it to you or I can meet you and give you your ticket, your copy of the stub. We appreciate it. Just like I've supported Lakewood, I've supported Midway, I've supported all the Sampson County schools anytime they have something going on. Because
Well, I know
like BB,
somebody ain't gonna support me away.
it's like BB said, it just ain't right when one of us ain't up. Um, if
For
one
sure.
Sampson County team is down, it's like it kind of feels like the rest of them, even though they're winning, it just doesn't feel right. So you know, show your brotherly neighbors some love over here in Sampson County. Come support the Union Spartans Booster Club. We're trying to get something exciting for these kids to look forward to at Union, and our Booster Club is a big help for that. And Yeah, so if you want a ticket, just hit my inbox. Like I said, I can take a picture of your stub. You can cash at me, or I can meet you on a Saturday sometime, and I can give you your stub. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If no one has anything else, man, we'll go ahead and move to close. Once again, appreciate you gentlemen taking the time to talk, talk these different sports topics up here with us. Appreciate everyone in the chat that's been, tuning in, listening, liking, commenting, sharing the video. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the support. Shout out to A10 Studios for sponsoring this video. Be sure to swing by A10 Studios, give them a like, share, follow, man. Check out the great content. First, let me say, man, everyone that's gonna be traveling or currently traveling, man, traveling mercy. Hope everyone get to where you're going safe and sound. Enjoy your time with your families. Enjoy all the good food, man. I mean, we all love the food, but it's all about spending that time with your family and your loved ones. So enjoy that. All the kids, man. Don't eat too much, man. You guys got practice. Got a game Friday night, man. Game Friday night, man. Everybody go out to these games, support these kids, support these coaches, all these great programs. A lot of great football games this Friday night. So I'm eager to see how all this goes. And once again, man, like I said, appreciate everyone listening in. Be sure to check out. We'll be coming to you hopefully Sunday. We'll come back up here and be talking about these results from these games, and we'll keep it moving, man. But once again, gentlemen, appreciate y'all. Everybody in chat, appreciate y'all, man. Buck Sweet Sports podcast signing off. Everyone have a great night.
God bless. Happy Thanksgiving.
Peace out. Hey, down.